Greetings and welcome to the 1-6 Scale Man proudly presents, you know what it is, Sunday Fun Day, Collectors Lounge International. So glad to have you guys here with us. If it looks a bit strange, it's because I'm working off my laptop. My computer took a dump. It's basically booting up right now, so I'll be back in just a few minutes on that. But anyway, you know, it's always good to have a backup. So thank you guys for actually bearing with us through all these technical difficulties, because as a content creator, there's always technical difficulties. So you got to improvise. And luckily, I have this laptop in front of me, which happens to be a Mac or a MacBook, but my iMac, it's always taking a dump. So Apple, sometimes your iMacs or your computers are a piece of shit. But anyway, thank you guys for being here with us, man. We're going to have such a good time, such good conversations. MRC will probably be in here with us a little bit later. We're going to have Austin joining us as well. So definitely we're going to have a good discussion today. A lot of things to really talk about. So glad to have you guys in here with us. But again, can't do this without the crew, without my bros in the building with us, man. What's going on with y'all, man?
Yo, what's going on, man?
What's up?
It's always good to have you here. Cam, what's going on with you, brother? How you doing this morning, man?
None, man. Weather's finally nice out here, man. Glad to be back. I think I've been online in a little while. I think I was having a little anxiety seeing all this Star Wars talk, and I was like, you know what? Let me take a minute. We drop some shit, and then I'm gonna come back. So
luckily, bro,
here I am.
It's to see some Marvel stuff popping.
Yeah,
in like, we got some DC love that's actually coming in. So
yeah.
Of course. Yeah. So, you know, it's going to be a lot of love coming through, man. So, you know, we got you. And it ain't a party unless you got Dan cheating at, you know, Dan, did you realize you won on Friday, bro?
No. Yeah, I've been so busy. So like I'm moving again like soon. So like dude, it's been busy. So I don't know. I haven't had a chance.
Your ass eat the win, bro. Motherfuckers was like, so when we said it, like when Luminar made the announcement, everybody's like, cheating ass Dan. I was like, yeah.
Was it the Darth Maul?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you went for the Darth Maul. And the thing is, the crazy part, bro, is when you put it in, it was an entry that you put in from like last week when you put it in. You know, motherfuckers, because you know what? It's crazy because people put their stuff in like all week. Dan comes in and puts it in on the last day. Put stuff in on the last day, bro. And I'm like, yo. So I'm just wondering if people submit, if you have entries that you're submitting for for Figure Flex Friday, just wait for Friday to do it.
Yeah, sometimes I do it. Yeah.
Like that, I guess that's just basically how to do it from now on, man. Just wait for Friday to put your entries in because
it's a cheating way. There you go.
Cheating way, man. Hey, like straight up, it is definitely Renz 100% cheating.
You gotta sneak in like right at the last moment, you know. That's how you do
it. Yeah, shiny. It's cheating ass Dan, of course.
You guys already know, dude. I'm gonna get like a neon sign like in my new place and just have fucking cheating ass Dan like behind me.
Yeah. If you start selling bumper stickers that say "just keep cheating," then you be good. Like you be selling a while, people be like, "I need that shit."
Until your girl be like, "Yo, so
what you mean by that?" Like,
yeah, what's up? You be like, "Nah, it ain't like that. It's a totally different arena." You know what I mean?
Right? Like this.
It's a totally different arena. So chill. Just chill. I definitely can't say that in my household because it's always suspect. So yeah, straight up. I say cheating, she'll come downstairs right now while I am live and be like, "Yeah, can we hold a second? Yo, nigga, what you talking about this?" Yeah, baby. So yeah, man. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Everybody out in the chat. Let me see who we got. We got Benjamin E. Green. We got Kinky Sphincter. K. Carter is here. Thalia Myers here. DT Artman is in the building. Joker J. Cam, hope the baby's happy and healthy. Definitely, man. We got
thank you.
Definitely. We got Beskar Kid in the building. We got Shiny, Renz Talentino. 12-inch Moose Dream is in the building. Moose Dream. We got Empire Strikes Again. Who else do we have in here? We got Doguido in the building. Thank you for being here. SBB is in the building. Thank you for being here. Calva's in the building. He's going to be stopping through a little bit later. He hit me up to say, "Yo, can I come through?" I said, "Of course." William Owens. Who else do we have? Collectors Republic is in the building. Majay Faraj is in the building. Thank you for basically being here. He said it was his first time coming through, and he said he wanted us to talk about the Carnage first. So you know what? Just because you are new to the action, you're a new subscriber, definitely we're gonna talk about that first. We got DT Artman. Of course, Cam's out there. We got Hardcore Candy in the building. Who else do we actually have here with us? Daryl J. Smith is in the building. Who else do we have out here with us? Let me see here. Machiavelli the Dawn is in here. Thank you for being here, my bro. PT Works is in the building. We got Dan and Carbonite in the building. My guy, Dan, is always got to get you back on the show, bro. Definitely got to get you back on the show. He's the Robin Leach of collectors and over there in England, bro. Like straight up, when you hear him talk, bro, it's like smooth. Like he talks really, really smooth, but direct. You know what I mean? So he's super cold. We got 4K Media in the building. Who we got? Let's see here. McCoy Culture's in the building with us. Louis Labitz, my bro, Louis Labitz is in the building. So we got quite a few, man. A lot to talk about. I know a lot of people watch that fight. And my bro, Agent Silver Fox is in the building. My guy, my brother. Thank you for being here. As always, so it's always good to have you here, bro. Vibes is in the building. He snuck in as well. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about. A lot of stuff that we're going to actually have a discussion about. Let's see here. So of course we know that a lot of people have watched the fight. I don't know if you placed any bets last night, but I hope the best man won for you. I hope the wrong man didn't win for you. So again, it's gonna be a lot to really, really, really cover. Yeah, bro, it's interesting. Always an interesting discussion when it comes to stuff like that, bro. So it is what it is. Hey, if anything about the fight teaches you one thing, is just keep your mouth closed and just fight.
There you go.
That's all it is.
Straight up.
Keep your mouth shut and just fight. That's all it's about. Keep your mouth shut and just fight. But yeah, man, we got a lot to cover here. We're going to jump in at first, again, by demand, by popular demand, and by this because mainly it was an ask. And Cam, you should be happy about this too. Now, here's the thing, Cam. I don't know if you're going to get this piece. I'm gonna start with you first.
He's on. He's on.
I absolutely don't know if you're gonna get this piece, but anyway, we're gonna start with Carnage. We're gonna definitely go in with Carnage first. This piece, definitely, if you're a Venom fan, if you're a Spider-Man fan itself, if you're a Marvel fan, I know that this piece was kind of met with a lot of controversy because some people love it, like me. Some people are like, because of the joints. You know what I mean? Because they're really taken out of it because of the actual joints. Right. Now, my only thing with that is if you have the Venom figure in hand, you'll know that even that figure actually had joints. It's just how you pose the figure. Photography, basically does a lot with it as well. But I think as far as presence, this is more like a Maximum Carnage figure. I want it just because, again, I'm a Spider-Man fan, and I just want to kind of complete that line. I know the movie was garbage. Yes, I know that. I completely understand.
Hot garbage.
It was hot
garbage,
bro. It was hot garbage. But I tend to separate the film from the figure itself, and I think a lot of us do that. Like in IPs, the film might be garbage, but if you like the aesthetics of the figure, like hell, I loved Morbius. I mean, I love Morbius the figure.
Yeah.
The film. Here's the thing, though. The film wasn't as bad as people wanted to portray it to be, bro. There were certain aspects of it that was really, really good. So again, like the first and second act was good. The last act was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
A little goofy, yeah.
Yeah, it got really goofy, but there were certain aspects in the film, the figure aesthetics, it looks real good. So I'm so happy, and I can't wait to get that definitely in hand. But Cam, I'm gonna start with you on this piece, bro. Like, what are your thoughts behind it, man?
Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence with this one. So I know I said no like a second ago, but every time I look at it, I'm like, it looks better when I just keep staring at it for a second. I feel like I'm in the mood where I'm like trying to complete the whole like Marvel set, right? That's what I collect. That's what I need. And this was like one of those Fox production off Marvel movies, not like true MCU is what I felt. But now that I know that they're kind of like combining those two different worlds, I feel like this is the only version of Carnage I'll ever see in the theaters. You know what I'm saying? And I think this is going to be our Venom going forward 100%. Like we already know, Tom Hardy's going to be Venom, reprising that role whenever they do another Spider-Man movie. I feel like I need to have these pieces now at this point. I love collecting villains. Like I feel like we don't get enough of those with Marvel, period. It's always like just a couple here and there. So for me, I think I'm gonna get this one, man. Don't think I'm gonna get it immediately right now, but I am eventually gonna get it. I think it comes with so many accessories and different pieces, just based on the actual parts that he can like morph and change. I think it's super. It's a different addition, especially to the villains I already have. So yeah. For me, it's a yes. I like it.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
And he's kind of big, and he's a big boy. Like,
bro, and that's
really
the
tall.
thing.
Like,
that's the only thing that, for me, that I didn't quite, that it kind of didn't sit good with me because it was too tall. Like, basically, it is not as comic accurate as
because he was shorter than Venom, right? I believe.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, he was. It's some. The thing is, knowing the actual character, wasn't really that tall in stature, but just more menacing and vicious.
Right.
And the way they portrayed the character, like like I always said, I even said this on the last show, one of my favorite runs and reads was Maximum Carnage.
Right.
You know what I mean? And how they portrayed that character. Now, if you want the viciousness of Maximum Carnage, this is the figure that you want to actually have the complete set. And on top of that, and I said this, if you have that classic suit Spider-Man, this would look so good with that figure. It would make so much sense.
I'm really glad we didn't get like a Woody Harrelson head sculpt with this though, because I hell no. And wig on his head
with that red hair on his head.
It's good just as is. Not remembering that Woody Harrelson is underneath this is perfect for me.
And they did a good job. They did a good job in the film itself.
The writing was just terrible for his character.
Yeah, it was kind of all over the place a little bit.
It was. It was like, yo, y'all. The thing is, bro, like, look, Tom Hardy's doing it for the paycheck because he knows he's getting paid. But he actually likes the story, and I think he's more in a space right now where he's doing it for like his children, his kids. Even though like the narrative, I'm like, I don't know any kid of a certain age unless they're a teenager that would really like look at this and be like, wow, like, okay, cool, it's exciting.
Those kids would be fucking scared of these things.
Oh yeah, bro, you already know how that is, man. But other than that, I think that basically it is something, and it will look good aesthetically in your collection. I do believe that having this in your collection, it definitely would look good. It would be a piece that you would want to have, that you would celebrate, that you would be cool with. So again, for anybody who's getting it, just think about those attributes. Dan, do you have Venom, bro?
I do have Venom. Yeah.
Okay, so is this a piece that you would consider getting, bro?
Yeah, dude. It's actually pretty sick. I'm probably like one of the few people that I actually really like the character design for this, even though it's not comic accurate. I think as shitty as the movie was, like, dude, he looks like just evil, bro. And that's why I like it. So I'm not a big fan of the tongue thing. I think I agree with that because like but yeah, you could take out the tongue and it'll be fine. But I really like this, man. I probably will get this, but I have a feeling this is gonna sit for a minute and maybe go on some discount, free shipping or something like that. So I'll probably look for a deal for this because, like, dude, it's like, what is this, $5.15 before shipping and tax on Sideshow, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's a pricey figure, and yes, it's huge. Like, but I think it's worth it, man. Because like I love the Venom figure, even though people were calling that thing a Marvel Legend. And when that first came out, and it's kind of the same thing with this, but I'm telling you, man, if you guys watch MRC's review on this thing, it looks fucking great.
And hopefully,
I have nothing else to say.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, hopefully, when he comes in, we'll be able to talk about it, and because I want to kind of get his perspective on it. You know what I mean? Like his ideas and how he feels about it.
Now that I look at it, honestly, the tongue does bother me too now. Because I feel like they try to make it too venomy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just keep it carnage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it.
But from what I remember from MRC's review is when he took the tongue out, you can't, unlike Venom, with Venom, you could see that big ass magnet in his mouth.
Right.
You couldn't really see the magnet in there. So,
okay. Yeah, it looks like they're kissing
Might
now.
be all right.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm right.
And now I'm like, oh
They're
shit, I just
flicking tongues.
y'all
Oh
out
hell
here.
no.
Oh, y'all wilding.
Yeah.
Whoa. What's
Yeah. And I
your
think
boy?
it's like this aspect of it. See, you get this head
Oh,
sculpt
yeah.
with it as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would probably me myself err on this because actually, when you think about it, this head sculpt right here looks more menacing than the tongue because the tongue,
Yeah.
yeah, because the thing is, it looks like, if I have a head sculpt like this on, it looks more cerebral. You know
Yeah,
what I
it
mean?
does.
Like,
Yeah.
again, like he's more cerebral and menacing at that point, than the
Uh-huh.
tongue. I think the tongue is just like sometimes they overplay it because they even
Yeah.
overplayed it with the Venom figure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So having, a version without the actual tongue is always a good thing. And I do like, one of my biggest things, and I was talking about this the other day, when you have this figure, bro, like, and I think that going forward, like, this is a testament to how Hot Toys should start doing figures from now on. If you have a figure that has a separate head sculpt, they should start giving us more busts, bro.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? Like, just to have it to whereas you can display the head sculpt on the bust.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know what I
definitely.
mean? That way you don't have it sitting in the box, so at least people will know that you have an alternative. That would make so much sense. You know what I mean? So now I just think that now if they do that, would it be more expensive? You know what I mean? Like, would we
Probably,
run
yeah.
into a second, one of those situations where it's just a bit more expensive and you're paying a bit more. But other than that, like, and I think the only way that you can actually get now, Dan, I don't know. Let me know if I'm correct. Y'all can both correct me, right? Because we know we're getting a different version or separate version of Venom, right? We're getting another Venom figure. Does that figure come with the Tom Hardy head sculpt, or is it the only way?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay,
If you
cool.
get the deluxe version of it, it does come with that head sculpt.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, the reason why I'm glad and I'm happy to get this in hand is because of the simple fact that I didn't want to have to buy another
Yeah.
Venom figure just to get that head sculpt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
So now they're
That's why I
giving,
want it. Yep.
yeah,
Because that's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about like, all right, if I got it, I probably wouldn't get it with the Tom Hardy head sculpt just because
yeah.
I just want the regular version. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm glad that they're giving us this, like, this looks menacing right here. This looks
no, it does.
incredible,
It does.
but it's just the tongue. Like, I get that. You know what I mean? So I guess you can just kind of make it look different. Like,
That looks crazy right
That
there.
does. Even
It
if he
does.
didn't have the tongue out and just that regular
I didn't even see it at
sculpt,
first.
I think it would look really good.
yeah, bro. Like, it's just so much that you can do with this piece. I think the photos look incredible. And the thing is, it's like, even when I'm looking at all of this, especially with the appendages, it kind of even takes away from even looking at the joints. You know what I mean? Like, you can get beyond those joints by looking at it. And I guess if you pose it well, you can make it look a bit better.
Yeah.
So I definitely love the aesthetics, and that looks incredible. Like, this one
Yes.
right here, that looks phenomenal, bro. Like, you're seeing so much that you can actually do with this piece. I talked about it on the corner episode last week. Like, there's a lot that you can definitely get out of this piece. Once you put the effort in, and if you have it. Now, it's a pretty big boy. It's pricey for a lot of folks. I get that. Like, a lot of people are saying, like, you can actually get deals on it. You know what I mean? Here's the thing, like, that scares me with that, though, because remember when Venom released, we didn't see, like, there were a lot of people who pre-ordered the figure, right? But once it hit, it sold out.
Yeah.
Like, quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, like, do I take that chance and just pass up on it for right now? Or do I, you know what I mean? Do I get it? You know what I mean? So that's the the scary part, that they're dealing with this. Real quick before we go on, let me bring my guy in. Austin, what's going on with you, brother?
Yo.
Hey everybody, I appreciate you having me on.
Definitely, man. So glad to actually have you in here, brother, with us, man. And so glad that you can come in. If you haven't already, again, Austin, new channel that's up right now. Make sure you basically follow his channel and subscribe. Make sure you follow Cam, subscribe. Make sure you follow 6 Scale Reviews and hit those like button on every video that you basically see, because I'm saying these people create some incredible work. Brother, what do you think about this, Austin? Is this something that you're gonna have in your collection, man?
So I feel like the overwhelming majority that I've seen so far has been very positive of this. I think it's deserving. Aesthetically, it looks great. Head sculpt's awesome. I have no complaints about that. And the presence, like this is a big figure too. I don't know if y'all touched on that yet. This is
Yeah.
big,
Yeah.
really big. So
Yeah,
you know,
but
we don't have that shelf presence because it should still be able to fit in a DTOF. It'll be
yeah,
it'll be close, but it should still fit. I saw a comment, and now it's kind of just like lodged in my head now about it being it kind of looks like a large Marvel Legend.
yeah.
That's dancing.
So since I saw that comment, now it's just kind of lodged in there, and that's it looks good, man. But that's kind of just what I think.
Yeah.
This isn't going to be a pre-order for me. I'm going to play the long game on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think sometimes you have to, and again, because even if you and we talk about this all the time, even if you can't get it through Sideshow, there's other avenues, other spaces that you can actually pick this piece up. You know what I mean? And even and I'm gonna say something here, and I don't want to get it. You know what I'm about to say. Cam, you know what I'm about to say, right? So, and Dan, you know what I'm about to say, right?
Where you're going. When
So
all
check this
fails.
out. Even if you can't get this through Sideshow, right? There's other avenues you can get it. Like normally, I get for instance, I'm not getting this piece through Sideshow. I'm getting it through Underground. My man, Underground Toys, my man Ray, because I had points that I can actually use, and it was easier for me to use that towards this piece. So it just made, so much more sense. I'm getting a decent deal after it. And on top of that, I'm not paying like high price and taxes. Shipping is good. And I know on I can actually get my figures within a few days, because that's how quickly, Ray is with getting those pieces out. So shout out to Ray at Underground Toys. You can get this also through Ray at Hawkwarts Toys. You know what I mean? So definitely it's another outlet wherever you can actually get it from. There are even companies that you can get this for, in most cases, at a discounted rate. Now, I preface that by saying this, okay? Listen very closely. It is a risk factor involved, as myself, Dan, and Cam know. There is a risk factor involved when you go through this company. Yes, you might actually get a really good discount.
100%, yeah.
You can definitely get a really, really decent discount. And I'm not going to lie. That's the one thing about them. I will say that they do have some crazy discounts on pieces once it sits for a while. However, you might wait 2 weeks or longer than that to get it, just depending on when you do. And here's the thing I want to tell you. When you see a discount with this company, how you want to look at it is if it's on, and Cam, we know this.
If it happened to me, yeah.
If it says pre-order, that means it's the third batch.
Yeah.
It's not the first batch. It's not the second batch. It's the third batch. So when that happens, that means you're going to be waiting at least almost a month to receive this piece. Okay.
Probably longer.
Probably longer. I'm on longer right now. So yeah.
It's like 3 months probably.
Yep.
Exactly. Yep. Bro, when I got that Bucky, when I got that Winter Soldier from, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, bro, like it was a discount. I used points. I only paid $45 shipping for it. Right. But it took me a month and longer to get it because it was that third batch. If you don't know what company I'm talking about, the company is Toys Wonderland. Do not attack me for letting y'all know because I just gave you some information.
So, Leo, you touched on something. I mean, you in the end, you pay for what you get.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. And reputation goes a long way. So everybody just needs to do their diligence.
Yes.
Weigh out the pros and cons of what's possibly worth it for you. You want to save $40, and then possibly if there is an issue, it might not be resolved. Whereas with Sideshow, sure, you may pay $50, $60 more. But if there is an issue, that's going to get resolved. So you kind of have to just really weigh this out.
Definitely.
If you want to take the risk, absolutely, that is on you to take any risk. But it's just like you said. I was just explaining this to Rachel, who, by the way, she wanted me to tell you hi when I got on. I was explaining to her yesterday. She thought like you could only get Hot Toys like from Sideshow. And I just had to explain they're just the main distributor of Hot Toys. There are countless other retailers and resellers.
So Definitely is. Like
Yeah.
there's more. So it's just all about, so you know, you got to be subjective when it comes to these companies and who you go through. You know, you have to be, because again, you know, there's good, there's bad, and definitely ugly in most companies. But if you want a piece like we've been talking about, sometimes, you know, you have to pick and choose, and you have to be really smart going through Sideshow. Even though like sometimes they get stuff later, you know, at least you know you have a level of security that if something goes wrong, you can return it. I
Right.
even have that same security with Underground. My man Ray from Underground. If I have a problem with it, Ray always sorts me out. He's like, "Yo, I got you. Don't worry about it. Send it back. And yes, I'll send you out a shipping label. You send it back. Yours is already on the way." And I'm like, "All right, good."
That's fantastic.
Definitely, bro. Ray from Underground is the truth. I'm telling y'all, if you have already, and I say that, and the thing is like, and I let people know, like, I'm not getting anything from this guy. He's not giving me a discount. I'm not working for him. I'm not getting free figures. I'm paying for my figures just like everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just that I go where the customer service is incredible and impeccable,
Right.
and his customer service is phenomenal. So that's where I go. Same with Hawkwood's Toys. Their customer service is phenomenal. You go through, you know, Ray there, and both. It's funny that both the guys' names are Ray. You go basically Hawkwards, and he takes care of you all the time. So that's what I'm saying. Like you have different avenues that you can go to get your figures. One avenue is really tricky because again, it comes with a lot of drama, and not in a good way. When I say I create like drama last week, I created the word drama for figures that were so super dope. Instead of saying everything else, we're going to say drama going forward. But this is drama. This company comes with a lot of drama in the bad way. So again, like you know, Austin said, you get what you pay for. So just know, you know, basically know what you're getting, know what you're coming in with, and yeah, we'll let me see here. Shoot, this I thought it's midnight. Send me the link. Got you, bro. So MRC will be coming in just a second here. Be good to actually get his take on it. Give me a second here. Copy that. I'm gonna send this over to him. But yeah, definitely, like Austin said, err on the side of caution when you're getting this piece, or when you're getting any of these pieces, because again, you get what you pay for. But you know, even with that said, I love this piece, bro. I think that, you know, if you have a Carnage in your collection, not a Carnage, but a Venom in your collection, then this is definitely going to be a piece that you want to have. And I'm getting it because of the simple fact that that classic suit Spidey. Does anybody on this other than me? You have that classic suit, don't you? Dan?
Yeah, I got it.
I love it, bro.
I love it too.
I love that classic suit Spidey. So to have that piece in my collection, man, it's definitely a no-brainer.
So I got that classic suit Spidey still in the box. That's one of the figures that you gotta open.
Bro, I'm telling you, once you get that thing out, and the figure, y'all, take your mind out together, bro. I'm talking about the figure, man. Like once you get the figure outside the box, bro, then definitely, yo, you'll definitely love that piece, bro, because it's you know, it is definitely comic accurate, and the accessories that it comes with, even with the scorpion tail, you know, it's incredible. So, and to have it with these two pieces, like if you have like a decent setup would be to have this Venom, you know, this Venom, the classic suit Spidey, and also Miles in the collection. That would be such a dope setup, you know, to have. So, you know, just think about that. But yeah. You definitely want to actually have this. Again, MRC will be in here in just a few minutes. You know, he thought we were talking about midnight here, but he'll be actually coming through in just a second. We got my man Costa out there, classic suit Spidey, great Spider-Man figure, or great Spider-Man figure, or greatest for me, because it is the classic suit Spidey. So when it comes to my Spider-Man collection, there's two figures that I say that stand out. One is the classic suit Spider-Man, but the ultimate, to be quite honest, is that Into the Spider-Verse Miles.
Yeah,
that's incredible. Like literally, like I can't say it enough. The posability of that, and having both that figure and Gwen, and then knowing that the second film is coming out, so you know we're going to actually get another figure with that. My hope is Dan Cam, Austin, you got to be with me on this. My hope is that when they do the figure this time, that y'all acquire the license from Nike to give us some really dope J's instead of giving us those. What are those, man? Like straight up, don't do that. Don't play us like that.
So that figure, I with like troopers and stuff for Star Wars, of course, more than one's always a very positive thing in a collection, right? Yeah. There's not many other figures where I want multiples of the same one. Did Into the Spider-Verse, like Miles Morales.
Yep.
I would love to have multiples of this one just to show off the different like the suit that he has. I can dress him up. So I think that just goes to show how amazing of a figure that is and what you get for it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. That's definitely what you get for it. Everything that you get with that piece, bro, is phenomenal. You know what I mean? All the accessories that come with it, it just puts you like you're right in the movie. And then knowing that the next film is coming out, so we're definitely going to get a 2099. There's so many different figures in there that we could possibly get. You know what I mean? So
my collector brain was going off watching that trailer. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gonna make this. Hopefully they make this one.
Yeah. Hold on. So I'm gonna pop out, but I'll be back in. Okay. Right. Hold on.
Cam, Dan, I'm so happy I actually get to talk with you guys.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. What's up? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, bro.
Y'all too.
Yeah, man. You got to go over sort of celebration, right? I saw you in some photos over there and stuff.
Yeah, that was a fantastic time. Absolutely.
That's great.
Yo, here we go. Back. Really quick transition. I had to go to the computer, man, because again, I just like the way the mic makes my voice sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was fast as fuck.
Hell yeah, bro. Because it was booted up. I was like, yo, let me just boot this up real quick and just jump right on in here, man. So I feel better now. All right. So I want to talk about another figure, man. Like one that, again, I want to get Dan's perspective on it because we didn't really get a chance to talk about it before we talk about the main event, because one of them here is dope. So I want to get your perspective on this piece, because I know we talked about it last week, but there was a lot of controversy surrounding it. And especially for people who already have the DX19. You know what I mean? We know that this is basically a discussion of whether or not this is something that people are going to get in their collection, if they feel as though Hot Toys sort of like sold them out, you know, when it comes to the simple fact that you get like a figure that is aesthetically better than the DX19. And how do you what you basically feel about it? So I'm gonna start with you first, Dan. Having a DX19, and we knew that, definitely we wanted to have the Armory in our display. We knew that that was something that we definitely wanted, bro. How do you feel about this? What do you think about the Bruce Wayne Power Pose figure, which is mainly a 6-scale bust with the head sculpt, because you can't do anything else with that piece? How do you feel about it? Because it's here. I will say before I let you talk about it, it is unique. It is unique perspective, because we hadn't seen something like this from Hot Toys before. And would you be opposed to seeing something like this going forward? But what do you think, man?
I actually think the Bruce Wayne figure is pretty cool. Head sculpt, different story a little bit. But right now, I think the whole it being pretty much a statue, I think that's cool. I think it'd be pretty cool if Hot Toys started doing statues. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But But I think it's sick. Yes, he's way too buff, I think, in the arms. But I think it looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. You can get some nice photos of maybe his back turned and him looking at the his armory. I can just, my brain kind of goes wild with this. But in terms of the upgrades though, I am a little booty tickled, because it's bro, the DX19 just came out last year, man. And they finally gave us the 100% accurate version, but it's locked behind the paywall.
Right.
Damn Armory. So I totally get people's frustrations. I mean, I know they'll fix the head sculpt. I'm not worried about that. It's it's Hot Toys. You'll usually make it better. Or it could even be just the editing on these photos. It looks a little too old. But other than that, I think it's great. I think it's a little too expensive as well. It's what, $570 something?
Something like that. And I think it's because it basically, when you think about what you're paying for, you're getting one figure, one power pose, and then the armor. Now, my question is, it does. Okay, so we getting this version of the DX19. Now, a lot of people were pointing out the flaws also with the elbow pad because they said it's supposed to be attached, and it's not. I think Dean
Mhm.
Knight actually pointed that out.
Yeah.
But with that basically being said, do we know? And it kind of looks like it, but I'm not really sure. Do we know whether or not the legs articulate on this piece? Like,
It should be
or
a figure, yeah. It's I think in the
is it?
description it says it's a full like functioning figure
Hmm.
It
on
is.
this guy, yeah. So it should
Okay.
be. It should
Okay.
definitely
Cool.
be.
Cool. Cool.
He's standing like he's in the little armory thing too, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that scares me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Definitely. Definitely. Before we go forward, though, I got to bring the man, the myth, the legend, my bro, one of the smoothest cats in collecting right now, man. Straight up. We watch a lot of his videos. He's real humble. Like I told you when I started watching, I just love the camaraderie that he basically had with his son, and that just kind of was like, okay, yeah, this is that guy. We got my man, you know already mean Regan in the building, MRC Collect, man. Thank you for basically being here with us, bro. How you doing, man?
What's up, brother? Sorry, sorry, I'm late. I forgot because I thought it's
Midnight, yeah,
like
bro.
morning. Yeah, midnight. I was like totally, and then you good thing you texted me, and then I'm still awake. So finishing the cyborg, I was like, oh shoot, yeah, it's still PM. Oh yeah, so it's still midnight here. I was like,
Yeah,
okay, okay,
no
okay, give me
problem.
that link. Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah,
bro,
no
man. I mean,
problem, man.
yeah, thanks for having me in your live stream. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
everyone,
as
what's up?
always, bro. I'm so
I don't
glad
know.
to actually have you here, man. Definitely I've been wanting to have you here for a minute and to finally actually have you on the show. Definitely, man. You got a lot of fans, a lot of people who watch your stuff, man. So humbled about your work. Dan
Yeah.
was talking about it earlier,
Yeah.
about the review that you basically did for Carnage. Which a lot of us was like, oh yes, to see the articulation, see how basically you presented it, and so I wanted to get your thoughts. We were talking about this one, but I want to kind of go back to that Carnage and kind of get your thoughts on that piece. And then we'll come back to this really quick. But what are your thoughts like after having the Carnage in hand? What are your thoughts on it, in general?
Well, in general, it's just that it's a huge figure, like you
Yeah.
really have to, you really have to find a big spot for him.
Hmm.
I'm planning to display him together with, of course, with Venom, like doing
Hmm.
some probably some one of their like maybe iconic like fighting scene, probably
Hmm.
just like that, or maybe if that if I could remove if I'm going to remove my other figures, but then if I'm not going to remove my other figures, I'm probably gonna do some just museum pose for him, just standing like
Yeah.
behind Venom, and that's
Yeah.
it. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
a great figure. It's like, oh, once you saw it in your hands, like the details are crazy insane. I mean, like, it's awesome, especially
Hmm.
that oh my god, man. It's really nice. I mean, yeah, for those really hardcore fan of Carnage, I mean, I think it's really a
It's
must have.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
But
Because I
but
like I
but
said, yeah.
yeah,
No, what
but
were you
that
gonna
the Venom figure, I mean, of course there's a new one, right? And then they
say? Hmm.
showed that boss, and then the color is like really vibrant. I mean, it's
Hmm.
that one is like way better if you're going to display it together with Carnage. But the first one, the first version, it's kind of like the color is not really a solid black. So I think hopefully,
Mm,
the new Venom version will they will give us like something like that, the color. But then yeah,
yeah.
together with Carnage, it's amazing. I mean, like they look good together, in your display. Yeah, but
I didn't
that
think
I think
about
that
that
the
though.
tentacles, yeah.
I didn't think about that with the head sculpt that you get. Is it Does it match? Because you said it's a bit more vibrant than the old version that we have of Venom. So when you put that head sculpt on that body, does it match or does it look like it's two tone?
The No, not really noticeable. Like especially
Okay.
if you have lights, because
Okay.
the first version Venom is still like shiny. It's just that maybe in actual, find it like, oh, this one's kind of like old already, you know. But I think you could put some, I don't know, like glossy paint or like retouch or
Mhm.
just wipe it with usually wipe it the rubber material with my those how do you call that, the tires,
Yeah.
glossy for the tires, that
Mhm.
Yeah,
one you
yeah,
could use
yeah.
that for for rubber, for that kind of
Gotcha.
material you could use
Like
that.
Armor
And
or
then
something like
it's not
that.
really,
Yeah.
yeah. In the video, it's not really noticeable, but then, if you really look at it, like really like, you try to like take a look closely that color, you might gonna find a little bit like two-tone, but not really, really that, bad,
Gotcha,
But yeah,
gotcha, gotcha.
we could easily, fix that. Yeah.
Fix that whole thing up. Yeah, definitely, man. Thanks a lot for that, man. Because I know a
Yeah.
lot of people wanted it. And just looking at it. Did any of you guys have questions for MRCs, like seeing that he actually has this in his collection, man? Any questions?
No, not right now.
He said no, not right now. All right, cool, man.
I'm sure it'll
Definitely,
come to
man.
me though.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
only question is, it's about as big as a quarter scale, huh? Like a quarter scale figure, Hot Toys.
Yeah. Like really huge. And then yeah, I forgot to display him together with the who's this?
Yeah, yeah.
But with this like with other figures, but yeah, almost like that. The size is almost like that.
Wow.
That's a big piece. So
Nice.
like
Yeah.
it's like having
Yeah.
like if you think about it, like having Thanos in your collection, because like if you have the Detolf, you can't fit him in unless you rise slightly the Detolf, or if you have in a crouching type of position, you can fit that in. But yeah, it is tricky. Like it would be
Ac-
tricky. Like
Actually, when I finished unboxing or reviewing that that Carnage, of course I just put him to the side, and then I tried to work on the Cyborg figure, and I was like, wait, this is not, the size is kind of like off, and I realized just suddenly, like your eyes, your hands, and suddenly like there's something wrong with Cyborg figure. Wait. But then yeah,
Mm.
it's because of like you're holding that cyan. I mean, like I've
yeah,
been holding
Yeah.
like the Carnage for a long time, and I was like,
yeah,
wait. This is like the size is. I mean, it's not really much. So what happened? What happened? So I realized, oh yeah, because of that holding, Carnage. I was like, oh man. But then when I,
yeah.
put the Cyborg side by side with other Justice League figure, it's fine. It's just that
Right.
you
Good,
kind of
good.
like suddenly feel different, like with holding that Carnage. So yeah, it's huge. I mean,
Yeah, definitely, bro. That and which we're going to talk
yeah.
about that cyborg in a little bit because I do have some questions about that one. Now we were talking about, aside from, just the Venom figure itself, we're talking about thoughts on the this, Batman figure itself, the Batman Armory and stuff like that. For people who have, one of the biggest concerns is that with a lot of people who, already have the DX19, they were like, okay, we have that figure. And it's sort of like, how people were when they released, like, say, for instance, when we had the Beskar armored
Mando.
Mando, and that one was released, and then like a few, like once that was released, because remember, like everybody was still waiting on theirs. It took a while to get that figure in hand, like, so everybody was basically waiting on it unless you got like an earlier notification, and we knew at that time Sideshow was sending them out in batches, so everybody was waiting on it. While that wait was happening, they decided to go ahead release the chrome version of Mando. And a lot of people, it was like an uproar with that because it was a more, it was a better suit. It was an upgrade, and on top of that, they had the nerve to show you there was an upgrade in the actual photos. So it's like when you look at this, the only thing that I can say the difference between both of them is the simple fact that this is the Armory, and you are getting a suit that's, mainly proportionally better for the Armory, but it is an upgrade. You know what I mean? And you're getting this Bruce Wayne power pose figure. So we were, mainly talking about that. So Regan, I want to know from you, you have the DX19, correct?
Yeah. I do have the X19.
Yeah. And are you planning on getting this?
Yeah. Of course, I pre-ordered that like first day. Yeah. I mean, of course, I'm a Batman fan, but
Gotcha.
for the yeah, of course, I feel bad for those
Hmm.
who ordered the DX19
Hmm.
and then they suddenly, I mean, Hot Toys suddenly, Hot Toys, like, they always it's just business at the same time, artists, they keep creating, so of course just like Jordans, like there's so
Hmm.
many Jordans, like
Oh hell yeah. Yep.
colorways, and not only colorways, the
Yep.
design, collaboration, so it's
Hmm.
it's same, again, if you're really a fan, you shouldn't be really
Hmm.
really mad about it. I mean, like, of course, if you're a fan of Star Wars, you just
Yeah.
connect whatever, how many troopers you want. So,
Exactly.
you don't need to be really like, of course,
Upset.
if you're on a budget, yeah, you're not gonna be upset. I mean, if you're in a budget, yeah, probably like, ah, man, why? Then, just enjoy the DX19 first, and then
Yeah.
later maybe you could sell that for a low price because you want this new version with the armory. But yeah, it's fine. I mean, just enjoy it first. But again, if you're really a true fan, of course, Batman, I mean, you will get that, I mean, another
Hmm.
piece. I mean, you could, save up for that piece because it's different. It's totally different. I mean, you could display the X19, especially with that base. Of course, if Hato is planning to make another Joker again, and then with Bane with those base, so it's kind of like match, together, and you could use that DX19 with the mask on. And then this
Hmm.
one is more of like, with the armory. It's totally different, like vibe, story, or scene, if you're going to display it to your, collection. So yeah, I think it's totally, a must have, for those really hardcore fan of, Batman. And again, just save up, for this, for this
Yeah.
one. I think it's different. It's different feel, from the X19.
Yeah.
It's not just like, okay, another, nothing. It's not another. It's different,
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely an upgrade, definitely a difference. And I like I was talking, well, like Dan said, I think that the power pose is very unique. It is a unique piece to
Hmm.
basically have in your collection.
Hmm.
Again, just to have him stay. I had talked about this like last week. I would have preferred to have the suit up version of him with the cane. You know what I mean? Because for me, it would have made the most sense. I would have loved, because even if it was a power pose, even if they did it as a power pose, I would have been like, yo, that's so dope, because of how I would want to actually have that displayed in my collection. But for this being what it is, I could take it. I could actually deal with that. Cam, I know that you're not.
Nah, nah. You already know I won't be
So
taking this one.
knowing that you're not getting this piece, bro, how do you feel about it aesthetically though? Like where it's
I
at,
think
man.
I think it's cool. We've always been asking for innovation and different things as far as
Mhm,
what Hot Toys is bringing to the table as far as collecting, and I think this is a big step.
mhm,
I am a little skeptical. I mean, because a lot of collectors, when they purchase things, they look for the flexibility in
mhm.
the ways that they can pose different figures, and this
Yeah,
feels more like two small statues, to be honest with you. Which I
yeah,
mean, which I don't think is bad at all. I mean, because it I mean, you're not really moving this figure too much, right? When you think
mhm,
about Bruce Wayne being in his little like gym suit, you're not thinking about like him doing a flying kick, you know? So
yeah,
I mean, it kind of gives you everything you want right here in front of you without having to
mhm,
really think too much. You kind of just take it out of the
mhm,
box and really just put it in your detox wherever you display it, and it
mhm.
is what it is. My only gripe is I do wish it did have some type of flexibility, and I do wish
Yeah.
he came with like that little brick wall. I think I was telling Alan about it. Remember when he put the little leg, the leg brace on, and he kicked that wall like doing
Yeah,
Iron Man? And I'm
yeah,
like, yo, I wish he had that. That'd be cool. But other than that, I think the head sculpt looks really good. Like Dan said, it does look a little bit older.
yeah,
But that
yeah.
could be photoshopping as well, as far as we know. In hand, it probably looks awesome.
Yeah, he's got a
So
little too much lotion on.
yeah, that's it. A little too glossy.
Bro,
So
it looks as glossy as he did, and what was it called? The American Psycho, bro.
yeah,
Remember that
yeah,
movie?
it does.
Oh
It does
yeah,
give you that
yeah.
American Psycho vibe. But like MRT said, if you're a huge Batman collector, I feel like this would be a good one for a lot of people to have to finish the line.
Definitely could be a good piece to have in your collection. I'll get the thing is the reason why I justify getting it is because I want that armory. You know what I mean? I definitely want the armory. I love how aesthetically how
the
it
Armory.
looks. Yeah, like the armory really does a lot. You know, when we look. Yeah, go ahead. What were we gonna say?
Oh, sorry. I knew you were talking about the legs. I don't think the legs move either. Like on
you don't?
No, I don't think so. Because like if you look at every pose that they took in the photos, even the one where his hands are like moving, the legs are still seem like in the same position. I don't know. Maybe I'm blind. I don't know. But if it does move, that'd be great. But
if it doesn't move, I'll be mad.
I feel like it might not move. I mean, I was just looking at the description and I didn't see anything about like how many points on joints it has in
points
here,
of articulation that it actually has with
so
the actual joints itself. So it would be interesting to see how that actually happens or how that works. And we know that even in the description, they say that they actually give you a new cow they're going to give you a cow with the expression as well.
Okay.
So it just hasn't been, they didn't show it yet, but they know that they're going to actually give that one. But when you're looking at it, and you know what which is really strange, to be quite honest, Cam, the reason why you had me scared when you say that is because, okay, if you look at all these photos, and I'm just looking at these photos here, okay, so they show you they show you the cow, right? So you see that. They show you the back, the differences between both, which if I look at this bottom half, right, the lower picture, I like the DX19 better. If I look at, between both, because the DX19 looks a little bit bulkier. It looks, more filled out. We see the difference between the chest plate, the newly, so they definitely did fix that, because I know a lot of people had some gripes about that. So we see that, especially with the Kevlar.
I know where you're going. I know where you're going. That famous photo they show.
Yeah,
there, right?
So you see all of this, right? You see the arms, the difference, and I like the simple fact that now the gloves go underneath the gauntlet. You know what I mean? As it should have been. But the problem is they don't show anything about the legs.
The damn boots. The boots are usually in here.
Yeah,
like, oh, he got good boots. You're like, all
they
right.
don't show anything about the legs. There's no movement in the legs. They just basically show us the upper torso. So Dan, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know.
And it ain't worth it for me.
it doesn't look like that. I'm not really sure. And you do see where he say mask likeness to be revealed. So it is what it is. Yeah. Austin, is this something that again, I don't even know. Do you have the DX19?
I don't. No. I don't have it. So that's pretty much the biggest gripe about this, right? Is the fact that the DX19 came out a couple years ago, and that's why people are upset now, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, still being relatively new, to the whole 6-scale world and stuff. I don't know, man. I expect Hot Toys to release something as soon as possible if they deem it to be a moneymaker for them. But if people are upset because they bought the DX19 a couple years ago, that's completely valid, right?
Yeah.
They absolutely have every right to be upset with that. But coming off this set itself, I like it, man. The power pose is fine with me as well. I like it. It's a different kind of Bruce Wayne. Figure. The sculpt, I do agree. It's glossy, and maybe the light's just really bright on it, just like you guys said. Maybe the edits, it's a little off, but I wouldn't be upset with it.
Yeah.
Now, am I gonna get this? I don't think so. I just don't think I would deem the price worth it. I don't think it would do enough for me as a collector. Because when I think of that price, I think I can get. I'm still a bit lacking on some things. I can pick up like 3 Bad Batch characters almost for this price. So I would just deem that to be a bit more worth it.
Yeah, I got you. That makes a lot of sense. Again, because I had the time to get it. This like what they said, like late 2024, right? If I'm right. Um, that this is basically supposed to drop.
Yep.
So again, have time to really actually get it. I haven't pre-ordered it yet. Because like I said, I'm just trying to find the best deal for it. But again, I will have it because I want the Armory set. Now, y'all know what I'm waiting on. Dan, you know what I'm waiting on. Regan, I'm waiting. I am waiting for that 89 computer set for the 89 Batman. That's what I want. That's
gonna be
what
a
I
top.
want so bad.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer for me.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
no-brainer for me.
Yep.
I have that 89 Batman that's on its way. So that is definitely a no-brainer for me, bro. That's where I lie, hands down. There's no getting around that. That's what I want in my collection. So it is what it is. But I'm,
Yeah.
definitely excited for everybody when it comes to this, because you gotta I mean, if you're a Batman fan, which I am, if you wanted that Armory set from the Dark Knight Rises, or just the Dark Knight trilogy in general, then this would be the best way to definitely get it. So again, we know how it happens with a lot of people, but I want to go to this next piece, man, and I'm gonna start with you, Cam, because bro, I'm hoping.
He ain't gonna get it. He ain't gonna get it, bro.
I know, man.
And this is a hard one for me, man. It's difficult
You
because
like the link.
I
You like the link.
honestly I didn't know if they were going to make it. I mean, I knew they were going to make it, but I was like, they're not going to make it. It's just like one of those purgatory ones. It's just going to go into.
You know what?
I'm on the
Next time-
fence. I'm on the fence. I'll be honest with you
You
because
wanna think about it.
it's that good. It looks that good. I think. And I feel like if MRC tells me how good it is, I'm probably gonna buy it today. And I don't want to do that.
That's
so
where I'm
like-
going next. So
So I'm
that's
like,
what.
Dude, look
that's
at
where
this
I'm
head
going next.
sculpt, Cam. Come on,
I'm
man. Look
talking-
at this head sculpt, dog.
That's
Yeah, and
that's
it-
where I'm
it
going
looks so
next, because
good.
I'm gonna have MRC come in right after you give your take. I'm gonna have MRC sell this for you, bro. So go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah, I love how they didn't make it super 100% shiny. They added a little weathering on there,
Yeah.
almost like a splash of metallic gray in his armor. I love the fact that it comes with the fully armored head sculpt as well. I'm really just, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of these lights are photoshopped. They're not as bright, but if they are, that would be even better. It looks good, man. It's hard to stay in my lane when things like this come out that look this good. So I'm struggling.
We'll never see him again, Cam. We'll
I know.
never-
I know. We're never gonna see him again, dude. That's the thing. I'm like,
Hell
I
yeah,
don't know
bro.
what to do. That's crazy.
Definitely. Before I let Regan give us the selling points on this piece right here, let me bring in Cal, the panty dropping Cal, man. What's going on with you, Cal? Can you hear me, bro? Oh yeah, he hear me.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Draw dropper himself. What's
Okay.
up, man?
Draw dropper,
Hey,
bro.
Calvin.
Driving
What's
to
up,
drop some
everybody?
draws.
But honestly,
Cool.
my man Cam, MRC, been a big fan of your videos for some time now. It's good to see you, brother. I got
Thanks,
one
brother.
question though, real quick. I was going through some canyons, so that's why I didn't come in earlier. But did Dan really say booty tickle? Was that a real term that I heard?
I heard that too. I didn't want to go too far.
I'm like,
but I was
No
like,
judgment. I mean, hey, everybody's doing something different. But if that's what you into,
And
I
I
was
said
like,
I was
he
I
said-
said I was booty tickled, man. That shit hurt my
yeah,
feelings.
yeah. I was like, whoa.
He did
Hey,
say he was a
so-
little booty
so,
tickle,
all right.
bro.
Hey, Dan, look, no judgment, bro. I got you. No worries, man. It is what it is.
That was funny. Yeah, he did, bro. I was dying when he said it, bro. Like, but
I was like, I
All
can't
right.
wait to get it. I gotta ask that question.
hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. So MRC, bro, like you have this in hand. Now, I had already
Mhm.
pre-ordered this. I have the deluxe pre-ordered, paid off. So once it's available, it'll be here for me, and I'm excited about it. You have this in hand. What are your overall thoughts about the piece, bro?
Well, I didn't really expect that. I mean, yeah, again, they're going to, do this one, and I'm also one of the, like collector that been waiting for this one. I mean, like people already like losing hope for this guy because kind of like the what's this, the attention is that not
Yeah.
there anymore. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you know, but then it's still he's still part of the film.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the overall figure, I mean, like it's amazing. I mean, it's not just like because you need one for your Justice League, but I'm surprised, and it's really nice, figure. I mean, especially the head sculpt. I tried to really check, like, like the whole face sculpt, like of, you
Yeah.
know, it's really nice. I mean, like it's on point. I mean, it's the details. It's really good, and especially the armor.
Mm-hmm.
It's the details of that, but then something like the quality on the armor, that just something like especially when you stretch the body,
Yeah.
it's something like it's a bit loose because probably there's a lot of joints there,
Mm-hmm.
but then once you display him, it's you're not gonna notice that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a little bit different because the pictures, it's kind of like it's not Photoshop, but then it's kind of like they make it more
Enhance.
sharper, yeah, enhanced. And also the colors like more sharper. But in
Mm-hmm.
actual, you will not gonna see those, really sharp, like weathering, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still a great looking figure. But then it's just that those sharper details. You're not gonna
Yeah.
notice that. But of course, you could do that. If you're going to do some, pictures and photos for
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah, but then the light is very strong, I would say.
Yeah.
It's not just like a cheap, LED light up. But then I wish they use a USB powered, but at least we could really, because it's kind of like I was just like not really annoying, but it's gonna take time to really, like, open those lights, to take out
Yeah.
the case, the cover, put it
Mm-hmm.
again. But it's really nice to because it's really nice to really see those lights,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
especially if you're going to display it. But
Yeah.
it's just normal figure without the lights. That's it. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think you guys gonna love it. I mean, if you really like, Cyborg, I mean, I think you're
Yeah.
gonna, love this figure.
Hell
I
yeah.
don't just only that's only my what's this, like, my issue, like, those plastic parts, on his
Mm-hmm.
waistline. It's just that, like, a little bit loose, and accessories. You're gonna have fun. It's just two. It's the same. It's just that it's easy to fall.
Yeah.
Detach from the body. Yeah, but
Yeah. So
overall,
err
it's
on the
still
side of caution
really
when you
nice.
have the accessories. Yeah.
So
Got you.
is he die cast? Is that, I know you mentioned the plastic pieces, but is he mostly die cast?
No, there's no diecast part there.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm,
all plastic.
yeah.
Yeah.
All plastic, which really surprised me because I was like, yo, with this piece, which I will say that, all right, it lends, especially with the price, it's a little cheaper. So I was like, okay, cool.
Hmm.
It probably wouldn't have the die cast, because if it did have die cast, you're paying like Iron Man prices for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah.
so definitely, but that's why I wanted to know for what it is. Uh, is it decent enough? And here's the thing I will say, like, when I look at this, like, say I'm looking at this one right here. Anybody, and there's potential, like, literally, when I see, because this is a new body, like, definitely this is a new body, you could tell, but there is potential now. When I see Hot Toys, they can definitely give us a Grievous, a General Grievous. They can definitely do that. You know what I mean? So there is a space for hope when it comes to that. And another thing I'll say, bro, they ain't getting the lineup almost better than most brothers over here in the US, bro. Because his lineup is sharp, like, straight. Like, look at it. Yo, Cal, look at
Robotic.
that, bro.
And they hit him with that spray paint lineup,
that
bro.
boy's casket sharp.
Yo, he is straight up casket sharp. The lineup is crisp. Yo, it even looks like, yo, Cam, it looks like, when you go to the barbershop And if they want to emphasize your lineup, then they give you like the little spray line, bro.
That
Yeah.
Beijing is what they call
They
it.
give you a little beige.
They Beijing you and get you
They
a little extra hair
Beijing you,
pieces in
bro.
there. You're like, oh,
Yo,
so you.
I saw a gang of dudes coming from Istanbul that had a whole bunch of spots in their head, looking like their heads was painted. I said, "Oh, everybody coming out here to get that Beijing for real
That
out here." Oh,
Beijing.
okay. I saw like five
Yeah,
different dudes
bro.
in line at the airport. I was like, "That's what y'all do out here?" Okay.
Yeah, bro. It's yeah, definitely that lineup is on point. Dan, are you getting this piece, bro?
Man, this thing is on the way. Yeah, dude, I have all the Justice League members. I have to get
Yeah,
this,
me too.
man.
Mhm.
This is the one right here. I've been waiting
Yeah,
on to
really a must. Yeah.
yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
Gollum like finally like, dude, it just
Hell
looks
yeah.
really great, man. I can't wait to get this. I got the exclusive one, so with that
Mhm.
armored helmet, like
Yeah.
oh dude, I'm so excited to get this. It's in Alaska right now, so I should be getting it like Monday or Tuesday.
Oh,
something like that,
word,
so.
word. I'm not gonna ask you who you got it through. I'm just glad you got it.
I'll tell you, it ain't T Dubs.
All right, we're about to
It
get
ain't T
flat.
Dubs. It ain't T Dubs. I'll tell you that.
Hell no, bro.
Nah, I got it from Tim Cent.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, yeah.
Definitely. There you go. And that, you know what? And that's a question, like, really, Regan, because, bro, you are so lucky that you could just get out of bed, go right down to the spot, and just get the figure, bro. Like, that's
Oh
when I see you,
wow, really?
yeah. When I see you
That's
standing in
awesome.
the other picture, I saw you standing in line. I was so jealous, bro. I was like, yo, this bro gets the luck of the draw, bro. Like, you get the
Yeah,
luck.
his
You
videos
can
come out before Sideshow.
Bro, like straight up, it's not like you walk, it's not like you in a raffle like it is for J's, bro, for Jordans. You're not in the raffle, bro. You can just walk in the store, grab it, and just be like, peace. I'll see
Yo, that
y'all
would
next
be
week.
dangerous for my wallet.
Yeah,
it
bro.
would probably be.
Yeah, I'd be
Yeah.
broke.
Yeah.
I'd be living outside a secret base, like panhandling.
Straight up.
Oh, that's
How is
crazy.
it when you do that? Like, Regan, when you walk in, like, it's like, do a lot of collectors like they're so envious when you do that, bro?
Eh, like going into secret base. I mean, it's really fun. I mean, when I started like collecting hot toys before, I didn't know secret base. I mean, I just found it from from other collectors around here, from other locals. And then yeah, when I saw the secret base, I was like, oh, this is the easiest way to get the figure. I mean, like I just pre-order it. Although I started a bit late, of course, that's why I didn't get those older OG figures. So, but then yeah, I mean, going in there, like it's still actually hard. I mean, like it compared to, I mean, like if you're going to order, like you're just gonna go outside and get your order and someone delivered in your door. But then the secret base before, when we're like lining up, like because of those exclusive figures, like imagine like 3 hours, 4 hours, like every special edition we had to line up, something like that, like five. Actually, the longest one is like 6 hours, but now
Holy
it's,
shit.
yeah, it looks easier, right? It looks easy now because everyone's like ordering from online, and that's
Yeah.
why you could walk in there and then just like, okay, I'm just gonna pre-order this one. Okay, that's it. From the time they release the feature, just go there right away, and then that's it. Same thing, like picking up that, if you're already close to that shop, and then like you receive the a message, SMS, your figure is ready to pick up. Okay, just run there. That's it.
Go
But
and
then
grab
yeah,
it, and then you're good.
yeah,
Yep.
but it must what's this, like sometimes, like after work or 6 p.m., you will see a lot of like collectors, or like, I don't know, maybe some of them like are not really collectors, but just like a seller. And then once you get there like around 6 p.m., and then because that's after work, you could see like the line is very long, like probably like 20 to 30 people lining up to get their figures. And like, do you have like probably like 30 minutes to finish that line. I mean, like the stop, to finish that line for 30 minutes
Yeah.
because they're going to close. So yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
it's fun at the same time. Like before, it's kind of like hustle and yeah,
Gotcha.
I mean, like patience, getting
Gotcha.
those, figures. Yeah. I mean, like,
Man,
I mean,
why?
compared
Yeah.
to like just gonna wait for your figures. But then, yeah, that's the only disadvantage is just like, of course, you have to wait for long time. Yeah.
Just to kind of pick it up, but at least you're not waiting for like you're not paying like any shipping charges or anything like that. You can just walk in,
Yeah.
grab it, and be cool. So like I said, for me, among other people, we're living vicariously through you when it comes to that process and stuff like that because we don't have to
That
deal with
the
that.
saving on shipping, that's kind of a big deal, especially,
Mhm.
Regan, I unfortunately I haven't really followed your work up until today, right before this stream. I followed you on Instagram, but I'm sure just after this conversation, you have a bigger collection. So the
Mhm.
saving on shipping, that adds up, for every 10 to 15 figures you buy,
Mhm.
that's essentially one free figure you get
Yep.
just from
Yep.
Yeah.
the shipping cost of
Yes.
shipping.
Definitely,
Yeah.
man. That
Like,
shipping
I
cost
mean,
kills you.
yeah,
It
especially
does.
the tax. Not only the shipping cost, but the tax as well, right?
Yeah. It
So
Mhm.
imagine
definitely
that if you're
kills
going
you,
to compute
bro.
that, yeah, that's crazy. That's why every time I saw, I mean, like other collectors like they're showing their figures like how much it is, like oh shoot. I mean, like I feel bad. I mean, like, who I hope you guys could get the same price as like like us here in Hong Kong. I mean, like cheaper, but then it's you're living same thing. Same thing like with
Mhm.
me. Buying sideshow. I mean, that's why before, like buying sideshow, six scale, but somehow I stopped buying those six scale figures because of their prices. It's way expensive than than Hot Toys. Probably because again the shipping. Those shops getting those figures from the sideshow website. So that's why it's kind of like they need to add some extra fee for that. And same thing with me. So if I'm going to buy it, but I'm always waiting for for those figures. I mean, especially sideshow, for those figures to somehow like they will give some discount or sale, cheaper price.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's still that's why I just stayed on Hot Toys, buying Hot Toys instead of like sideshow. Yeah.
Mhm. Definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah.
Because but that's the thing is like, I mean, just the advantage of being able to do something like that. Like, awesome you said, like for us, paying that shipping taxes and stuff like that on it is just like, oh my God, it's a beast. It's murderous on your pocket. When you look at estimated cost of how much you're paying in shipping
Crazy.
alone, and even for like Calvin, it's crazy because Cal lives in You and Dan live in California. You know what I mean? And you're
Yep.
still basically paying like shipping costs. Like I think
Same.
Cal, you said like they're right in your backyard, right?
I'm like hour and a half, 2 hours. Dan's
Yeah.
probably
Hmm.
like 8 hours. I'm driving up to Frisco right now, so
Oh
yeah,
shit,
Hmm.
are you? What's up?
yeah.
Come through.
Yeah.
I stay out here, but yeah, it's about an 8 hour for him. But there's
Well,
no way shipping.
Thousand Oaks is north of you, right? So it's probably like
Yeah,
five and a half, six
but
hours from me.
west of me. But yeah, same
Yeah,
same shit.
yeah,
Shipping should not be that much when you can get it to me the next day,
Yeah,
yeah.
right?
and they normally get it
You
to you
know,
guys, and like for us, like over here, when we're paying shipping, like we pay like $19. We get it. Normally, I'll get it in like maybe 4 or 5 days, 4 days. You know what I mean? To basically
yeah.
get it because it's shipping
Like I
from
said,
California, and then we
if I
actually get it
order by
here.
one, if I order
Yeah.
by noon, 1 p.m., I'll probably
Hmm.
get it the next day. 9 times out of 10, I get it the next day.
There you go. See, and then for me,
Yeah.
because of the simple fact that, um, for Ray, if I get it through Ray Underground, I'll get it in 2 days. You know what I mean? Like he's quick. You know what I mean? Like for instance, both of my clone pilots and both of my shinies, my regular clones arrive next week. You know what I mean? Only because of the weekend. He doesn't. It's kind of tough, but it ships out like he was gone over the weekend, so he's shipping it out on Monday. I'll probably have it by Tuesday, Wednesday, because that's just how quick he is. The turnaround is like really, really quick with him. So shout out to him. But speaking of Cal, are you getting your hands on this piece, bro? Well, it's a no-brainer. I don't even know why I asked, but yeah, I know you're gonna say it. But go ahead.
Representation. You know what I'm saying? Every time I get a brother opportunity, I'm putting them in the collection. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
And then to double down, did we really just hear that Cam is considering to break the Marvel trend and actually get a DC figure? Come on now, there's no way I'm not gonna have that.
My wife's in the chat talking about just get him.
See,
you know what?
See, there you go.
That
There you
damn
go.
Our Joker, and guess what?
Look,
He
you
ain't
got
in
the
my
approval.
He
You got
in
the
my
approval
house.
from above
The
too.
in-art
Come on,
Joker's
man.
$1,000. The same.
bro.
That's true. That is true. That is true.
It's crazy because even your wife is like, "Come on, man, just get it."
I told everybody screenshot this so we can spam her later.
Hold on, I'm trying to find it. I'm
forget. Once you say it on the internet, it's forever. Don't.
Hold on. How far up is she, bro?
It ain't that far up. Let's see. Mine is. I wrote a comment and was like, "My wife said, get it. Everyone screenshot this for me, and ain't nobody do shit." So I'm like, you know what?
Well, in my defense, I'm driving. I'm trying to keep my eyes on the road. I'm not reading the chat right now, so I didn't see it.
Hers is pretty bland. It just says Camilla Moreno, right by Joker J.
Okay, I'm looking forward because I'm definitely gonna pull it up. So we already know. See, Toya is easy because Toya, if especially being that it is Cyborg, she's like, yeah, you better get it. Like she already knows you better get that. You know what I mean? Any type of representation, she's always like, yeah, definitely get that in hand. But come on, Ken. I think the selling point is there. Even Austin, are you gonna get this piece, bro?
You know what? Okay, so let me just talk all this out for you. All the emotions I was feeling with this. So, okay. In the end, I am gonna get this, but I was really torn though, mostly because I don't have most of the Justice League members. In getting this, I'm not usually a perfectionist or a completionist.
Come on down the road. Come on down the line. Come on.
Yeah, brother. If I get this, I know I'm gonna have to get the others. So that was my big scary thing about wanting to pull the trigger on this. It's just, do I want to go down this rabbit hole and complete the rest of them? Then I told myself, I'm not gonna be dissatisfied because I love Flash. I like Aquaman. I absolutely need a Wonder Woman. So that was kind of my mindset with that. Also, I kind of looked at this kind of like the Buzz Lightyear from Hot Toys. So, I ordered that one because of how unique it was. Also, I ordered it because, people are giving the movie a lot of shit for something that happened in it. I don't want to get into it. So I just had to support some friends and actually purchase that figure out of like some integrity that I got.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So, so I think that's, that was another big selling point for me with this figure is how unique it actually is. Like this is going to be unlike anything else I have in my collection. I'm sure people may compare it to Iron Man. Maybe I'm not really a massive Iron Man fan. I only have one figure and it's completely different than this. So all that to say, yes, I am getting it.
Hell
yeah. Like Calvin said, I got to have some representation. So
there you go.
Yeah.
There
so
you go.
I need support.
There you go. So Cam, come on, brother. You have MRC who just basically sold you this figure. You got Calvin, he's basically getting it. You got Austin who's saying that you're getting it. And come on, man. I mean, Dan's a DC fan. I'm a DC fan. Come on, bro. You got to look. This is comic book representation. You ain't on top of that, bro. You're like, look, the congestion of Star Wars talk had you last week. So now we talking about like some comic book accuracy, bro. You getting this? I already know you gonna get it, bro.
You ain't never ever
support
gonna
that hairline.
Never see this again.
Dan was like, yeah, you ain't never gonna see this again.
Straight
like,
up, it's
like
never
Austin just said, the hairline, bro. Like the lineup is sharp.
Come on now.
Come on, bro.
You got the seasick waves. Come on, man.
I know
we ball now, but at least I can have memories of my waves.
Yeah, me too. That's right.
And think of it like this: it's an Iron Man, but for DC.
There you go. See, we are. That's true. That is true.
DC, come on,
bro. And then look at this. Look at this. Toya's always getting. She's already getting Camilla Marino's ear, bro. So you already know, bro. You gotta get this, bro. You gotta get this, brother. You just.
I'm a bugger all day about it. I'm a bugger all day about it today.
You got to do it, bro. You got to definitely do it, man. It's something that you're gonna need in your collection. You might as well go on and get that. What's up, man? Mafia, shout out to Mafia, bro. So glad to see you here this morning, bro. Hope you waking up, my man. Mafia, aka Astro Mouse, in the building. What's going on with you, brother? So
That's
glad to have you here. He gonna get me back, bro.
Oh
He
damn.
gonna get me back, bro. He already got something in the tuck
I say,
ready
you
for
know,
me,
he worked,
man.
and you gave it to him. That's the cold part.
Look at this. um, stay strong, Cam. Ignore them all. They don't have your best interest in
We do
heart.
not
Yeah, we
have
do.
this. No, we
Yeah,
don't.
we do.
Two sides of this thing. Two sides of this story.
Yeah, we do.
Don't listen
Yeah.
to Shane.
Don't listen to Shane, bro. Definitely don't listen to Shane on this one, bro. You gotta
Just
definitely
give
do
in.
it.
Just give in to the dark side. Come on.
But Cam, with that said, bro, because I gave you that whole spiel because I was warming you up for that piece.
Okay.
Yo, I
But we
coulda-
got to
real
circle
quick, I coulda
around and
heard-
start
I
talking
coulda
about
heard
this
I-
R2 real quick.
Oh,
Damn.
can't get through one without some Star Wars. Boy, I tell you, they just
You can't get through one
strong,
without talking
man.
about Star
God.
Wars, bro. Like this released last week. So definitely there is a conversation to be had, man. This is definitely a conversation to be had. So we gotta have this conversation. This is the Attack of the Clones, R2. And again, but here's the thing, right? So this to me, and Cam, you're gonna be surprised when I say this, brother.
Okay.
This to me is a bit tough, and I tell you why. Because I have a version and I also have the sideshow version. So I had to decide whether or not I needed this particular version, right? On top of that, we have May the 4th is coming up.
That's true. Yep.
And I believe that we might even get another R2. I really believe that we could. I believe that we could basically get the R2 on the sail barge. So for me, with this piece, I didn't jump on it like everyone else did, because just like I didn't jump on the Attack of the Clones C3PO because I wanted the OT, which basically we have with the gold version that's going to be dropping for Return of the Jedi with Salacious Crumbs. So definitely I'm happy with that. So this right now isn't something that I kind of jumped into. So I'm just like, again, I'm just still, if I want it, I can probably get it eventually. But right now, I'm kind of cool with this. Austin, are you getting this in your collection, bro?
No, not this one. Maybe at some point, if for whatever reason Sideshow just does a good sale on it. Yeah, this just doesn't do it enough for me. I'm under the same opinion as you, Lael, that we're gonna get a drop of another R2 here soon.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be waiting on that one, and I don't feel obligated to pull the trigger on this one. This isn't different enough for me. I don't have an R2, so I do need one, and I was so excited once that C3PO was released because I think he looks absolutely amazing, and he's for sure coming in the collection. So I'll need an R2 to go with him. But I'm gonna be waiting on this one to see if we're correct and we get another R2 drop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Also, Attack of the Clones is a pretty divisive movie. This is usually one of those movies you don't hear too many positive things about. Yeah. So I'm curious to see how this actually ends up doing. The weathering looks good though on it. I'm a fan.
Yeah. And here's the thing though. When I say that, I got to be careful what I say, bro, because I keep forgetting the Beskar kids out there, bro. And sometimes he'll chin check me when it comes to like Star Wars figures because he's like, come on, man, it's Star Wars. You got to get this piece. I understand that. It's just that for me right now, right, I have to reserve because I have so many R2s right now already, not enough C3POs because, again, we didn't see that influx until like the last couple of years. That's why I'm waiting to see what they actually do with Return of the Jedi, and at the 40th anniversary, May the 4th, what we're going to actually get revealed from there. Regan, are you getting this in your collection, or do you have this, or is this someone you're actually getting, or this one you're passing on?
I haven't picked up yet, so yeah.
I got you.
Well, probably tomorrow, yeah. And, because there's a lot of there's a lot of figures that I haven't unboxed, so that's why I kind of like, oh wait, am I going to pick up now or later?
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
So yeah, I'm getting I'm getting done.
You want to get it?
Although I have the sideshow version too, and I have the other version of the R2D2. I have the two versions. One is the deluxe version, one is the normal version. I like R2D2. So yeah, of course, I'm definitely getting this one. again. Another R2D2. Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is what I think a lot of people do, and a lot of people in the collecting community do. I'm going to wait until you get it, and then you review it. And then that's going to basically be the deciding factor. Yeah, I'll wait and see what you say, and then that will be the deciding.
Yeah. I want to see also the details, you know.
Now I'm going to ask Calvin because I already know his answer because I can see the future. He always says I'm Team Cam. You already know I'm not going to get this. He was about to say that, right?
Actually, you'd be wrong this time around.
Oh, shit.
Betrayal.
You'd be wrong on this one.
Are you getting it?
I do have this in that C3PO order. Now I may cancel that one for the turn version, but I do have a version of R2. I believe it's the Force Awakens one. So I bought it secondhand, and the lights don't act right. Like they light up when they want to. So I'm like, I need a new version that will actually I'm a sucker for lights. Got you. That one. I'm like, it looks good on the shelf, but the fact that my lights don't work right, it pisses me off from time to time. So I was like, a new version, and I know it's a brand new one that should work right. I gotta get it. Definitely. So far, it's ordered. Now, if that remains the same, I don't know yet, but it is ordered. So sorry, Cam, I can't. I ain't on the team this time.
It's okay. I respect your decision. It's all right.
Yo, that's funny. That is too funny. What? Okay. So you're okay. What about you, Dan? Dan, are you getting this piece, bro?
Yeah. I'm getting most of the Attack of the Clones line minus that C3PO. So
see, now you're gonna make.
Yeah, dude, I'm getting this 100%. I got it from Sideshow though, so I don't know when they're gonna get it. So I'm just waiting on whenever they send me my invoice. But yeah, I'm excited for this, man. I, like an idiot, passed up on the R2 before. It wasn't like on my mind at the time when it was available, and I'm kicking myself in the ass ever since. So like, yeah, I've been looking for one because it is the clean version. So, but I'll settle for this one for now until maybe we will get one from Return of the Jedi, and then I'll have the chance to get a clean one. So yeah, I'm excited for this though. I'm excited to have an R2 in my collection finally. So
got you.
Yeah, this is a must for me. I had to get them.
Got you. No doubt. Austin, are you getting this piece, bro?
No, I'll be waiting. I'll see what happens with May the 4th.
Got you. And that's that's basically where I'm at. You know what I mean? I don't know. It depends. After tomorrow, once I see MRC, do this piece, then I'll know whether or not it's going to be something I'm going to actually venture off and get in my collection. So I'm just going to kind of wait and see how that pans out. So one last question for everybody here, though. I want to ask, with everything that's actually coming right now, we know that there's a few figures that we're still waiting on. There's a few figures that I can actually have in mind right now, because I went back and I looked at everything that I actually have on order, and what was supposed to be released and what's supposed to come. Shout out to also Loco Lou in the building. What's going on with you, brother? So glad to see you here, my guy. What's popping, people? My man, thank you for being here, brother, as always. But let me ask you a question. And Cam, I think I already know what you're going to actually say here, but most anticipated that hasn't been released yet, that we're waiting on, that's been delayed.
Scarlet Witch.
I knew he was going to say that. That's pretty much.
That was going to be mine, right? Yeah, of course. Like I've been, long as it doesn't get to Loki Endgame territory time length, then I'm good to go. So I'll wait. But I'm excited to have that in the collection for sure.
Yeah, shout out Joker J. I'm not telling you, bro. I know you basically want to know, but I am not telling you. You just got to be surprised. It's like everybody else. When you see it, you'll be hype. Trust me, you'll be hype. I'm holding out. I ain't telling you. Dan, figured it hasn't been released yet. That's delayed, but most anticipated.
Damn, dude, it's gonna have to be that Wanda, man. I've been waiting for that thing for a long time.
Definitely, man. Definitely,
it's gotta be the one for me.
Yeah, I think that really is. Consider the simple fact that you've released both, bro. You released
everything else.
Everything else. We got the Vision. Yeah. We got the Vision, the white version, and the regular version, right? Yep.
So come on, man.
She was
Like,
announced first too, wasn't she? Out of all of them?
yeah,
She was. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She was the very first one, and we got the other two. So I'm like, yo, why
Yeah.
are y'all playing us, man? Like, what are y'all playing? Come on, stop playing with us, man. Calvin, same question, bro. Most anticipated hasn't been released yet. That's late that you're looking for.
I'm back on Team Cam. Give me that Wanda. I'm trying to finish my in-game collection. Where's she at?
There you go. There you go. Definitely, man. Definitely. Let's go with that one, man. You already know. Regan, most anticipated that's been delayed that we're still waiting, that you're still, because the thing is, we already know if they make that announcement tonight, you'll have it tomorrow. So
Yeah, his delayed is a little different than ours.
his delay is definitely a little different than
his delay's a
ours.
little
Like, you'll
earlier
get that
than
tomorrow, man. So what you think,
I
bro?
mean, like me, to be honest, I'm not really like for me it's okay to be delayed.
I feel that.
I
I
mean
feel
like
that.
anticipated um well, the Black Adam, I think that's my most anticipated figure.
Mm.
Yeah.
But that's not delay, of course, that's not delay. And
Mhm.
that's for DC. For Marvel, I think just the Spider-Man, like the trio, the Spider-Man
Okay.
trio. Yeah, that one for the from the No Way Home. And for Star Wars, I think just waiting for Padme. But although that's still new, I mean. But yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
but again, as me, it's not like I'm always like or rush to get figures. I'm always excited, like like especially I'm always here to see those like prototype, right? Like of course I wanna buy that right away. I wanna have that right away. But in the end, it's like, of course, wait, you have so many figures, just enjoy it first. It's kind of like that for me, so I'm not really like was this kind of a person of like, yeah, yo, come on, release that, come on, I want that, I want that, something like just I'll just wait, I'll just wait. And yeah, again, because probably because it's not what's it, it's not how do you call this, like, because I have a lot of figures, so I kind of like, okay, I have to, set this up first, place this, every figures that I have right now. So it's more of like, I'll just wait, If it's delayed, it's okay, for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not really like, like rushing, to get those figures.
To
But
get it out
yeah,
there.
of course, because sometimes like yeah, okay, so you're kind of like asking for like, oh, come on, release that, and then suddenly like Hot Toys gonna like release like maybe three, four figures like for that the same day. Like, oh shit, okay, how can
Yeah, right. It's
how
like
can I
when
get
they
up? Why? Right? So
yeah.
I kind of like, okay, take your time, okay, take your time, kind of like that. So I'm always like that, like like I want like hassle. Take your time, just release like one by one, like probably like just
Yeah.
per
Yeah.
week,
Don't sting
or
us.
like not just like boom one drop, like, oh wait, shit. How can you like pick up like all the figures, I mean, like, yeah. I haven't even pick up my DeLorean for
Oh, you
almost
haven't done it yet?
I haven't picked up. It's still
Oh,
there.
okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Now,
so
are
I was
you now
like, oh
which is
shit.
interesting? Are you going to wait for that? Considering the simple fact that I think they did a recall and they're retooling some things. Are you going to wait until like they get it better? Because there was been like a lot of complaints about the accessories or just it's been breaking and stuff like that. Are you going to wait on it a little bit?
Not wait. It's already there. Like all I need is just pay the balance and that's it.
Got you.
But
Got you.
the thing is, the problem here, once you, I mean, like if you didn't pick up that figure for like within 30 days, then you're not gonna get a chance to exchange it if there's a problem,
Mhm.
on that
Got you.
figure, on
Got
that
you.
vehicle. So better to pick up right away. So that's why I usually like pick up like in the first day or like it within
Gotcha.
like days because I need to see if there's any problem. Otherwise, yeah, they will say like, oh yeah, this is out of kind of like out of warranty because you picked
Mm-hmm.
up like so late. So okay, yeah,
Yeah.
better to pick up right away and then check if there's a problem. Then yeah. But then yeah,
Got you.
for
Got
now,
you.
I think yeah, the only problem probably the chair that I saw, for that DeLorean. So hopefully
Got you. Got
there's
you.
no. I'm probably gonna open it right away there so I could exchange it. Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's my you know thoughts on
Got you,
those
bro.
figures like delayed. Yeah,
Got you, bro. I figure I feel you on that, man. But
yeah.
yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it, bro. Like Austin, what about you, man? Like what's your most anticipated, bro?
So I'm gonna follow suit because I think it's the most deserving answer to give, and it's Wanda. I mean,
Yeah, bro.
nothing else has been delayed like her, and she deserves some spotlight right now.
Yeah, bro.
But
Like
you know what?
definitely.
I'll tell you this. I'm one of those collectors. Like I'm really unbothered by delays and whatnot because I usually delay it myself because I still have. Lael, I mean, you understand. I have like 25 boxes of things I still need to open. That
Yeah,
some,
bro.
some of them back since December, and
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I'm just
Damn.
Hmm.
low on it sometimes.
Bro, I
So
still got I still have both of the Bad Batch figures to get through. I just put my Wanda up. I mean, not my Wanda, my Wonder Woman up right now, 84 for Take Your Position. I mean, not Take Your Position. Yeah, next Take Your Position video I'm going to do. I still didn't unbox. I still didn't even unbox my Mark 5 yet. I still didn't unbox my Wonder. I mean, my what is it? The Iron Man War Machine Mark 1. I still didn't do that one yet. Man, both the Black Widows I still haven't done yet. Most surprisingly enough, I still didn't. I just basically did like a inspection video or inspection photos. I still didn't unbox the Joker 2-pack at all. I haven't done that yet. So everything is just I'm delayed. So that's why I'm like, yo, I'm cool with the delays because I don't do reviews anyway. I leave that to like everybody that's dope at it, and I just watch their videos. I just do like the posing videos and just keep it at that.
Did you
So
open Falcon Cap?
no,
Damn.
no,
Oh
that's
yeah, me
still sitting
too,
there,
man.
bro.
That's a great figure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't opened my Falcon too. Oh my gosh.
yeah, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like when you get stuffed, and I think it's one of those things when like Hot Toys just drops everything all at once, and you're waiting. It's
Yeah,
like, yo, give
yeah,
me some room to breathe, bro. Like straight up. Like, let me breathe first,
exactly.
man, before you start dropping everything else, because this is way too much. Like you slow down, bro. Like
Yeah,
just hold up. Let me breathe, bro. Like just let me breathe. You know what I mean? Give me some space. But
exactly.
anyway, it is what it is. But everybody, man, thank you so much for today's show. I had a hell of a time, man, with being here. Regan, thank you for so much for coming through, taking time out of your schedule. I know it's late over there, but man, thank you for popping through, man. You are always welcome anytime on any show. It is always a blessing to have you here, brother. So definitely, man. And I gotta make my way. Like I always say, like, I was talking to we always talk about this, Austin. Like we got to make like a global trip everywhere, man. So definitely got to make my way over there, Hong Kong and all that, to get around that area, better to check you out, man. Definitely, so we can hang out, man. So, man, so good to have you here, bro. Anytime you want to be here, you definitely have a space. Anybody out there, like, listen, if you haven't already, come on, man. You know what it is, man. Regan, MRC Collection Ventures on IG and YouTube. Make sure Mr. Collections Ventures on IG and YouTube. Make sure you actually follow. Give him a like. Most of his videos, I'm telling you, the reviews are always on point. Watch him pretty much all the time. It pops up. I can always see when I see the logo. I'm like, okay, yes, it's time to watch a video. Let's just basically see what's coming out. Let me see what I need to do. So definitely thank you, Cap, for coming through. And what you got coming up next, bro?
Yeah, let's go first. After the Cyborg, and then also the I don't know which one's next after Cyborg. There's a lot, probably. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, like, shoot, what's next? Probably gonna open I don't know, probably my Joker. I didn't get the 2 pack, just the 1 pack, the Joker from
Okay,
Inart.
got you.
And then yeah, probably the Zoner suit of Batman Forever, and then
Oh, the sonar
the
suit. Yeah,
other
Yes, yeah.
third party. Yeah, it's been a long time. I mean, like it's just sitting there under my table. I was like, shit. When
yeah,
I'm going
man.
to start like doing this. Yeah, but I mean like yeah, thank you, man. I mean, thanks so much, Lel. And then for the other collectors here, like yeah,
Yeah,
it's
bro.
great to see you guys. Like it's always for me, it's always been like pleasure to to talk something like this.
Yeah, hell
To
yeah, bro.
share. Even though it's not really I'm kind of like of course having a hard time to communicate, but I still try my best to at least share my thoughts. I mean
Yeah,
like as
bro.
and
Oh
not
yeah.
just only like as like was just like I'm from different place or different country, but as a collector like
Yeah.
sharing my thoughts always been pleasure and honor to share with you guys, especially doing like the actual prototype figure
Hmm.
going there. I mean like because it kind of like it's not just only like you're happy and of course satisfying like, oh yo, I want to
Hmm.
share this this toy to my other fellow
Yeah.
collectors, but for them to see it like, yo, what's with what's with this new figures, or something like that. Yeah, I
Hmm.
mean it's always been like to express feelings and share yeah, as a
Yeah,
collectors, my fellow collectors. Yeah, hopefully, I mean,
definitely,
I
man.
mean, hopefully, we could have some, like, there's a Comic Con, there's a like Star Wars celebration. Hopefully, there's like a
Oh
1/6
yeah, bro.
figure con.
Yeah.
Like all the collectors will meet there. I
Yeah,
was
bro.
kind of like thinking about like, oh, I mean, like, when's that gonna happen? I mean, like, maybe someone's
Yeah.
gonna organize, and then let's go all together there, and then like bring your like maybe your want to share, swap, trade, like sell, right? That could
Yeah.
be really, really awesome and fun, right? Like, like we could all meet up like in one place, whatever is that, like, west, east, or,
Yeah.
Yep.
Asia. It's gonna be really, really cool, right? I mean, like, it's different,
Dope.
right? Because when you talk to like, like side by side with the other fellow collectors, same thing,
Hmm.
eh? The same thing is going to Star Wars Celebration, Comic Cons, it's totally different, right? Yeah. So yeah, hopefully, one day, that that will happen. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Definitely, man.
Thank you,
Definitely.
guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Bro, so glad to actually have you here as always, man. Like, you have a place whenever you want to actually come through, share ideas, come on through, bro. We right here with you, man. As always, love your reviews. Watch them every time it drops, man, because it's very informative. And
Appreciate, man.
sometimes, like I said,
Appreciate.
it helps us decide, stuff like that. Hopefully, what I'm going to do is inspire Cam to watch more of it and just continue to watch. And then he'll basically be inspired to
Cyborg.
pick up some pieces with that
That's it.
sideboard, bro.
That's it. Yeah.
Definitely.
There you go.
Definitely, man. Definitely, man. So, but
Yeah.
thank you very,
Yeah.
very much for being here. Again, everybody
Yeah.
out there. Yeah, bro. Cam, and actually Regan, again, Mr. Collection Adventures on IG and YouTube. Make sure you actually get over there and subscribe. Hit the like button on every video that you see, every review that you see, because definitely he's doing this thing. Cam, what's going on with you, cousin? What you got going on, bro?
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me as always, bro. Another great day to end the end of the week. Regan and Austin, great streaming with you guys for the first time. Dan and Loki, great as always. Half of the LW over here. So yeah, man. So I got some new photography of my figures coming out this week, and then I'm actually seeing an early screening of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 on
Oh,
Oh
Thursday.
shit.
So I'll be dropping a review or just the first thoughts on it. I can't say anything. It's embargoed, so I don't want to get anybody in trouble. So I'm gonna just give a couple thoughts and stuff on a little short, little 5-minute review of what I thought about the movie on Friday. So yeah, excited to see that. I've heard great things. I guess they premiered it in France, and people have said that it's the best Marvel movie since Endgame. So we'll see if it lives up to the hype, but I'm pretty sure it's there. It's there.
definitely, man.
James Gunn does it again. Damn it.
Hopefully, bro, and hopefully
Yeah.
he doesn't get review bombed by people who just hate the simple fact that he's
just
okay
hate
with
the hate.
DC
Yeah.
right now. So
Snyder
hopefully
cut.
that
Snyder cut.
I know you already know how that's going to be, bro. So it's crazy. Hopefully we can get beyond that, but it is what it is. But always, Cam, it's always good to have you over here, Cuzzo.
Thank
It's
you, bro.
always. So again, if you haven't already, follow Cam's collection on IG and YouTube. Make sure you do. Great content all day, every day. Let's get Cam to 1,000 already. Come on, man. 1K Cam. Let's get Cam to 1K, man. Definitely let's do that, bro. If you haven't already. Dan, what's going on with you, brother? What you got coming up over there, man, besides cheating?
Ah, dude, you already know, cheating every day. Cyborg will be coming in soon, so I'll probably do a review on that. That'll be the last review I do in this little in this place where I live now, and then I'll probably be busy for a while moving and shit.
Definitely.
So yeah, just look out for some more photos on Instagram, and yeah, check out that Cyborg review that'll be coming. And
I'm looking at that Batman. Is that the quarter scale, bro?
Yeah, this is a quarter scale, bro.
Hey, the worst part is I thought it was like one of those giant ones that you buy like at the store. I couldn't tell what size it was. It was so close to the camera. I was like, maybe it's behind him.
But
yeah, actually, that's
better.
why
Does
it's
it
like
look better than the regular
the
one?
life size bust.
It's way better than the 6 scale one, bro. I mean,
really
you can see yourself. Like that cow's that head sculpt's way better.
Yeah.
See, that pisses me off even more, bro.
And this is for Cam right here, bro. Oh, wait.
That
That boy got cheeks for some reason, bro.
Get the gloves. What's happening?
Got them glutes, bro. Got them
Hey,
glutes, man.
he's been hitting them squats like Beskar Kid out here, bro.
Yeah, right. He's been hitting the best cars, man. That's what you call it from now on. You hitting them best cars, man. So definitely, man. But yeah, man, thank you for being here as always. If you haven't already, Dan and Dre 6 scale reviews on IG and YouTube. Make sure you actually follow up as always, man. Austin, what is going on with you, bro? Tell us what you got going on, man. It's so glad to see you actually finally getting into the YouTube game.
Yes,
so tell me what we got going on, man.
All right. So first and foremost, thank you for the invite and allow me to have these amazing conversations with all of you guys. So it's been a lot of fun. Also, I want to thank you once again for the whole YouTube push. You and Rachel, you guys were a big driving force.
Tag team.
Yeah. So I appreciate that. And yeah, so currently working on a few different YouTube videos, trying to get a little stockpile of those in before we make our first official post. The first post will be a Star Wars Celebration kind of recap, some behind the scenes of your conversations with me and the other people, Calvin, of course, and all that, our nights out, of course, everything all G-rated. So no one's gonna get any of those other behind the scenes. Some of that has to stay private, but a lot of shorts for YouTube and a lot of content for Instagram. I have a lot of unboxings that we're about to end up doing. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, definitely, man. Thank you so much, as always, for being here, and just sharing your ideas, always coming through, bro. And again, thank you for being in the community, doing what you do, and also just showing us some flex tutorials, as always, bro. You know how you do. But yeah, thank you for being here as always, man. And last but not least, Mr. Panty Dropper himself, my man Calvin, aka Low Key on IG. What's going on with you, bro? You know that. Come on, man. Don't shake your head. You know that ain't going nowhere anytime soon.
Like I say all the time, I'm glad y'all know me when I'm married. Y'all knew Calvin low key before. Who knows what y'all be calling me? Actually, this is my first time on Lounge. I apologize for everybody for missing last week. I was in the air. I was pissed off that Wi-Fi wasn't available on the flight. I had my whole setup ready to go coming in from the flight. Y'all know I'll come in remote anywhere I'm at. So I got no problem jumping in from wherever. And I had my whole laptop set up, and I'm like, where's the Wi-Fi? And they're like, oh, it's not working. Fuck you mean you got me on here for a 14-hour flight with no Wi-Fi?
Damn.
I was hot.
So,
so I appreciate you letting me on today. Otherwise, man, I'm in the trenches. I'm on like 10 hours of sleep in like the last 3-4 days. Bad first quarter of the year. Money's on the table right now. I'm in like 3 different places at once right now. So I'm just out here getting it where I can.
Yeah, definitely, man. But thank you for being here as always, fam. And thank you guys, everybody out there who's been tuning in, who's been watching every show, every weekend, man. Again, great content over here. Good to have discussions with people all over, because this is why we fellowship over here. Let's see what we got going on tomorrow. I'm going to actually have a special episode of The Corner It's going to be at 10 p.m. tomorrow night, and that's actually titled The Fandom Awakens. And the reason why I'm actually doing that is we're going to talk about whether or not the fandom itself and the Star Wars community, if we're basically pushing the needle forward, is if it's progressive conversation, the progressive opinions, or are we shrinking the community with the level of negativity that we're always, going up with? So we're going to have that an in-depth conversation about it, because again, my feelings on it will be expressed, especially when it comes to the directors and the writers, and actually giving them the space to breathe and create. We want to see that, but are we shrinking the actual IP, or are we pushing it forward and giving them ideas? So we'll actually talk about that tomorrow night. It's going to be me, Brother Cousins, a special guest is going to actually be on there. Also, Aries is going to be on the show as well, so make sure you tune in, especially it's going to be after the Aries show, so tune in. And also on the way out here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe as always. But yeah, just keep it classy, man. As always, have a really good rest of your afternoon. I'm pretty sure we will. I'm actually about to meet my daughter's boyfriend for the very first time. So yeah, how that's going to basically.
You about to?
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Chitty
bro.
chitty bang bang.
Yeah, bro. So
Will Smith and Martin Lawrence.
I'm imagining Bad Boys 2.
Chitty chitty bang bang.
Bro.
You know exactly what that means.
You already know, bro. I'm definitely, bro. I might get that Desert Eagle out and just basically just sitting on the table.
Reggie, what the hell you doing here?
Yeah, I mean, just like we're gonna have a nice little conversation about this.
What my man say? Ain't gonna be no fucking tonight.
Ain't gonna be none of that. So you already know how that's gonna be. So yes, I cannot wait to have this conversation. So Scarlett, I hope you're ready. So yes, we are about to go down, and that's what I'm getting hyped for.
You got international brothers out here. Tell them don't be tripping.
You already know.
You can't hide.
We got them heaters.
You know what? Everybody got them bang bang. So anyway, man, thank you so much. Anyway, here we go. Yeah, we'll see you guys later on. Next week, same time as always. And again, inspire, man. It's a collecting community, so we need to build on that. We need to always stay positive when it comes to collecting and talk about the things that we love and just keep it within that circle. Always up with the positive, always down with the negative. So that's how we go, man. Let's go. We are out. Peace.